detected.
Better not get
Heavily armored hostile detected.
If you guys are interested in being a member, then click the join button down below to check out the available perks. The first tier is only $1. Thank you to those of you who choose to join. What's up mod squad, welcome to another Division 2 build breakdown video. Today's build in my opinion is the best build to use for heroic content, as well as the strongest run and gun assault rifle / SMG build in the game. Today we'll be using two of the most popular and strongest weapons in the game, that being the Dark Winter Vector and the exotic assault rifle, the Chameleon. In every poll I put out for favoured assault rifle or SMGs in the Division 2, these two always won. So because I like to cater to you guys, I thought let's make an OP build that includes both of them, although the Dark Winter will be the primary weapon. When using the Dark Winter with all buffs active, you have 212% weapon damage, 52% crit chance and 205% plus critical hit damage. This combination of high weapon damage and crit damage will allow this weapon to hit for over 500k crits to the body, which in my opinion is a sweet spot for melting heroic NPCs. Once you're hitting that 500k crit mark, you can then spec the rest into survivability. Hence why this build has 4 blue cores, giving us a base armor of 1.5 million, which is then capable of reaching well over 2 million when stacking bonus armor. Moving on to the exotic assault rifle Chameleon's damage, with all buffs active we have 290% weapon damage, 60% crit chance and 165% plus critical hit damage. Now because of the 90% weapon damage, the Chameleon will hit harder than the Dark Winter, but the drawback is the talent takes longer to build up. The adaptive instance talent buffs can be kept if you clear areas within 45 seconds or go out of combat. This will allow you to keep all 3 Chameleon buffs active for a lot longer than 45 seconds. This is great for running solo heroic missions or solo heroic summit. On top of this build putting out crazy damage, it has all the survivability you'd want. Armor on kill, bonus armor on kill, health on kill, armor regen and even status effect on kill, which can buy you time if you get rushed by multiple NPCs. Oh, and let's not forget the 46% protection from elite stat, which will allow you to run and gun more freely against the elite NPCs. The protection from elite stat also applies to your skills, making them stronger against elites. 46% may not sound like a lot, but comparing it to not having any whatsoever, you can see it makes a big difference. I feel having protection from elites makes heroic control points a lot easier, seeing as the majority of enemies at control points are elites. If you don't want to go down the protection from elites route, you could do the typical meta and go with all crit chance or crit damage mods, but honestly I believe it's not needed as this build does more than enough damage. This build of course is the Hunter's Fury gear set, a build which in my opinion is the best run and gun build you could use in the game. It's so strong you can use an array of different weapon types with it and it makes them super strong, even though this build was made for shotguns and SMGs. A lot of people have pointed this out when they see it paired with the Chameleon, which is an assault rifle but has all the characteristics of an SMG. Its talent adaptive instincts also goes hand in hand with this set. Because Hunter's Fury is a gear set, you miss out on one minor attribute, making it so when you're using a standard AR, you are forced to spec into more crit chance to hit the cap. But with the adaptive instinct talent from the Chameleon, it will give you crit chance you'd miss out on or be forced to spec into if you were using any other assault rifle. Now before we get into a build breakdown, a quick reminder to hit that like button and comment below. Interaction plays a huge role in the channel's growth and plus shows me you're enjoying the content. I also like interacting with you guys in the comments, so again leave a comment down below. With that said, let's get into a build breakdown. Right guys, getting into the build breakdown, start off with the specialization. We have the survivalist, The only reason we're really using it is because it gives us the 10% protection from elites. That's pretty much it. You obviously get some other benefits with it, but that is the main reason we're using it. Moving on to the primary weapon, of course, it's the Dark Winter. 80k base damage, 1200 RPM, 45 in a magazine. Not the greatest rolled. I'm in the middle of trying to, max it out. We have Perfect Killer, killing an enemy with a critical hit grants plus 50% critical hit damage for 10 seconds. This is a talent you can continuously chain, so just keep killing, and it will basically just keep the talent up. Looking at the attachments, we have crit chance on the scope, we have crit chance on the laser pointer, crit chance on the suppressor, and then we have the extra 20 rounds of the magazine. Looking at the secondary, of course, is the Chameleon. 73.9k base damage, 900 RPM with 50 in the magazine. You have the Adaptive Instant Talent, gives you 20% critical hit chance and plus 50% critical hit damage for 45 seconds if you hit 30 headshots. 75 body shots will give you plus 90% weapon damage for 45 seconds. Hitting 30 leg shots grants 150% reload speed for 45 seconds. And when it comes to the attachments, we have 15% crit chance on the scope, 10% stability on the grip. The muzzle gives us plus 20% accuracy, and then finally the extra 20 rounds of the magazine. We now have the Orbit. This is a very good sidearm to have. Yes guys, a sidearm is actually useful. We have the Orbit, which has perfect finisher. Swapping from this weapon within 10 seconds of killing an enemy grants 35% plus critical hit chance, which of course we're not really going to need on this build because we're so high crit chance as it is, using the SMG, and then the Adaptive Instant Talent giving us extra crit chance anyway, but it gives us 40% critical hit damage for 15 seconds, so it's gonna definitely give you one hell of a boost at 40%. I would say you could only use it with the Dark Winter. You just wouldn't get the buff with the Chameleon. If you had all the Adaptive Instance buffs up and then you switched out and then switched back, you just end up losing the buffs. So you'd want to pair the Dark Winter with the Orbit. Moving on to the build, this is pretty simple guys. Hunter's Fury running the full set, 15% shotgun damage, SMG damage at 15%, 20% armor on kill, 100% health on kill. Apex Predator gives us a load of weapon damage and also a status effect on kill, which is a great help. 15% weapon damage on this mask, 12% crit damage, and then 12% protection from elites. I get all my elite mods from farming the legendary summit. Moving on to the chest piece, we have a Grupo chest piece giving us 15% critical hit damage. The reason I went for Grupo is because 15% crit damage will apply to both weapons, whereas if I went for, say, Sokolov, it would only go for the SMG, or the Fenris would only go for the AR, so this way it goes for both of them. So 15% critical hit damage, we have 50% weapon damage, 11.4% critical hit damage, 6% crit chance, and a 12% protection from elites mod. And then when it comes to the talent, it's totally up to you. I like to use Obliterate. I find it gives weapons a bit more damage at range, especially the Dark Winter, rather than being capped off because of Intimidate. But you can use Intimidate if you want to, because you will be stacking a lot of bonus armor. So Obliterate gives critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, stacks up to 25 times. Moving on to the holster, maxed out armor 170k and a 10.8% critical hit damage. The backpack, of course, is the Memento. Best in slot in my opinion, and many others. We have 12% protection from elites on there as well. There's the talent kill confirmed if you guys want to go over it. We will be stacking a lot of armor. As you can see, we have 4 blues, so 40% bonus armor. That's a lot of armor. Moving on to the gloves, we have maxed out armor again at 170k and 11.1% critical hit damage. And then finally the knee pads, again maxed out armor at 170k and then 10.4% critical hit damage. When it comes to skills, it's preference. You do not even have to run a shield with this build. I just find it makes things so much easier if you do. It's the cheesy way to get through things. It's the easier way to get through things. And I want to farm and get through content as efficiently and quickly as possible. So I use a shield. We also have the striker drone, my favourite thing to use, just because it serves as such a great distraction. The mods on there, 7.1% duration, 9.2% health, 4.8% damage. Not that it does much damage even with the efficiency buffs from the Memento. And as you can see on the Crusader shield, when it comes to the mods, we have 4.9% shield health, 4.6%, and then 5% damage bonus, which doesn't apply because we're not using the other specialization that gives us that damage bonus. And that is pretty much it for the build, guys. I will leave you the stat sheet. I'm not going to talk through it. I'm going to leave you guys some gameplay as well, so you can see this beast in action, showcased. One of my favorite builds, if not my favorite build to run for all heroic content, can compete in legendary as well. Just a lot of fun to run and makes everything so much easier. If this has helped you out in any way, smash that like button, guys, to help support the channel. Leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new for lots more Division 2 content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Mob Squad.
that damn drone! Get it done! You will suffer! Fire in the hole!
Vital signs critical. Hostile broadcast detected. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Mission captured. Good job.